Okay, wow. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Patriots, huh? That was a shocker to see. I was sitting here this morning, putting the finishing touches, finishing editing my week 4 recap. I check on Twitter and everything's going chaotic. It is exploding with tweets that is saying that Stephon Gilmore has been released by the New England Patriots. I couldn't believe it. One of the best corners in the game is getting released by the Patriots? Really? What happened? Everybody's kind of confused as to why he's getting released. They're not exactly sure. It's been chaotic, and I'm just shocked to see Belichick release an elite player like that. Especially because, it's one of the best corners in the league. Why would you get rid of him? What's going on? Well, the situation isn't exactly the easiest. For one, the Patriots don't have cap space. We already know they splurge to get so many players for this offense, so they don't really have that much cap space. That's number one. Number two, Gilmore is on his last year of his contract, and it already looks like he doesn't really want to be in New England anymore. It looks like the team and Gilmore are going in two different directions, so it's not like they would sign him back. And it's not like he can do anything this year because he's dealing with a quad injury right now, and he's not going to rush to get back. The team doesn't look good. It doesn't look like it's going to contend. So there's no reason for Gilmore to try and put himself at that risk, to try and force himself to come back and play. It's just been a whole mess. It's been a whole mess. It's a crazy situation. And honestly, it came down to a situation where where Gilmore had all the power, and he knows he has all the power. He could easily just demand a trade to go anywhere if he wanted to, though it wouldn't be easy because pulling off a trade, so many things have to happen in that situation to get it go on. So he had all the power, but Gilmore, he has respect for the Patriots. He probably just went up to Bill and said, I don't think I want to be here anymore. I'm not asking for you guys to trade me because I know it wouldn't be easy, and I don't want to continue to be here because I know I'm not going to be here next year. I'm not going to resign with the team. So it would just be better if we can go our separate ways. I know a lot of people will be like, why not just trade him? If that's the case, just trade him. It's not that easy because to pull off a trade, there's so many things that go into it. And, if you're trying to trade him to a team he wants to go to, you don't know their cap situation. So it wouldn't be easy to be able to pull that off. So they just felt the best decision would be to just release him. He wasn't going to come back after this year. They weren't going to re-sign him because they don't have the cap space. And he's not doing anything right now because he's still suffering from that quad injury, and he's not going to rush back to come back anytime soon. So they felt the best need was to get rid of him. Still crazy, though. You're giving up one of the best corners in the game. Just releasing him. You're just straight up releasing him. You're losing an elite player for nothing. That's got to hurt. That's got to hurt. And a lot of people are going to be looking at Bill Belichick and being, why are you doing this? They're really going to question his motives right now because with the way the Patriots are looking, I just don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not looking good. Patriots aren't going anywhere fast, and now they just lost their best corner. It's just wow. This is crazy. But what's even crazier is now one of the best corners in the game is just in the open market. He's now a free agent. So all the teams that are looking to contend, they may want to go after this guy. Though pretty much nobody's got cap space for him. But all these teams are going to want to go after him. Tampa Bay is going to be one of the first teams to pursue him. Though Tampa Bay's cap situation isn't the best, they're going to pursue him. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Green Bay try to pursue him. Dallas will probably try to pursue him. Kansas City, despite not having the cap space, they'll definitely pursue him. And hell, I'm even hearing Ravens fans hoping that we pursue him. Maybe the Ravens might pursue him, but again, we have $2 million in cap space? We have no cap space to pick up a guy like that. It would take a lot of maneuvering and, restructuring a lot of people's contracts. It is possible, but I just don't know if the Costco could be able to pull that off. I just don't see Gilmore coming to Baltimore. We just don't have the cap space for that. But any team that is looking to compete right now, they're going to be looking to get Gilmore. Because you're adding an elite player, an elite corner to your defense, and that's going to do wonders. So it just comes down to that, man. It comes down to that, and honestly, I don't know where he's going to go. I don't know who's going to get him. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll just see what happens with that. Either way, we'll just see how it goes. Some team is bound to pick him up. some team is definitely bound to pick him up, and we'll just see who it is. But again, there are a lot of teams that are contending. They don't have the cap space. It's going to be a race for him. It's going to be a race for him. I don't see him going to any teams that are not competing, any bad teams that aren't going to have a chance to compete for a Super Bowl. I don't see any of that happening. But it would mostly have to be a contending team. So we'll see what happens. The race is on. We'll be keeping track of it, and we'll see what happens moving forward. But yeah, Gilmore's no longer a Patriot. He's a free agent, and the race is on for him. We'll see who can go out and get him. Maybe the Ravens. I would love for the Ravens to pick him up, but we don't know if that's going to be fully possible. Anyway, we'll see what happens with this. We'll see how this continues. We'll see if the Bucs pick him up. He's probably going to Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's already immediately pushing for him. Also, we already know Devontae Adams is already pushing for him as well, because on IG, he was like, call me after hearing this. So the race is on for Stephon Gilmore. Let's see who can claim him. With that being said, that's all I got. We'll see how this goes moving forward. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.